Another dreary night where the rain falls like a bad joke and the neon lights blink out their tired greetings. I was skulking around in my finest fedora when I came across a scene that would make even the toughest gumshoe spit out his cabbage leaves. There she is, sprawled out on the ground. That incel dame, Shoe0nHead, she warned me. She said, eyes blazing with frustration, the men are all going soya, then a beef cow right before slaughter. I hadn't believed her, but now I'm looking at this chalk outline. I realized she was right. Wing, probably. There wasn't a single bullet that took her down, but 1,000 one-liners from under-socialized men who hadn't been outside since the pandemic. Even kneeling down next to this chalk outline, I have to wonder who did this to you, sweetheart. But she's ghosted me just like all my other Tinder matches. In this city of lost souls and broken dreams, someone has to give a damn. And that someone's me. But there is one freaky amphibian I could turn to. Where the fuck is Wiz? Wiz! Wiz, you prick! You're meant to- I'm soaking wet! You're meant to be here! Where the fuck are you? Wiz!
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
I was at the scene of the fucking crime! Solve the fucking mystery for us then, fucko.
I reckon it was the mailman. The little guy that told us, that delivered the letter, said there's been a murder. I just looked in his eyes and I was like, that dude's guilty. How did he know about it? He was the last person to see the body. He definitely killed it.
Like, can we go to the pond? I'm done with this. This is a bad bit. It's a bad bit. We're exiting the bit. So, this is one of the tweets that kicked it all off, alright? This lady. Now, this has kicked off a bunch of discourse, and now there's like a whole subgenre of like women posting their difficulty with finding men. So sad. Wow. Wiz, would you date her?
She doesn't look 40. I think she's lying.
No, she looks. I know 40-year-olds that look like that. That's just she's just a well-kept 40-year-old. Yeah, she looks good.
Oh, you talking? It's like a London purebred. Is that what you mean?
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's impossible for women after 40 to find a boyfriend. I have no children. I cook delicious food, and I have a big house. Am I?
There's
really
no
that
men
bad?
in my death cult.
Is she over? She's not over 40. She's just over. End of sentence. She is over. She's done. Tragically, she will never find a man. She will die alone. So this is the phenomenon that we're looking at here, is female inceldom. Now, there's obviously a few different categories of this. There's some great thinkers, you know, philosophers for our time, Shoe0nHead. We're also going to look a little bit at Kidology, who is one of the pioneers of female inceldom. You know something I noticed, Wiz? When I go
also
on YouTube,
over 40.
True. When I look at YouTube channels of like these kind of creators, you know what I usually see?
Why are you doing that?
Because I do all the fucking work for this stream. That's why I do that, Wiz. Because I'm the one who has to pull together this fucking content 5 minutes before stream. I come to you and I'm like, hey, let's do a whole noir thing, and you're like, oh yeah, noir, okay, detective, sure. And then I come into work in a cool ass hat, black and white, and you show up in a completely different vibe. Sherlock Holmes is not noir detective. There's never been a black and white 1920s Sherlock Holmes like noir set in America fucking film. That's not how it works. You fucked me, dude. You fucked me.
This is my pajamas. You came into my house.
You were in a sink. There was
yeah?
Sherlock Holmes.
Bed.
Benjamin
Sherlock Holmes is the other guy. He's my flatmate. It's just coincidence.
So you're in a flat share with Sherlock. Oh, that makes sense actually for London.
Yeah.
The rent on that must be fucking crazy. That sink.
Yeah, I pay $2,000 a month for a sink, dude.
Okay. All right. So. We're going to start with a sort of cultural assessment from Shoe0nHead, noted philosopher of the female problem. This video is titled Female Loneliness and How to Fix It. So we'll have a look at her prescriptions. Then we're going to go further down the chain and look at a real femcel's take on this. And then we're going to look at some of the real reasons why it might be happening. Maybe we can solve this mystery once and for all and figure out who killed the female sex drive.
She got a J mug for Joker because she's the female Joker.
She's Joker moding, yeah. But she's also mirrored her mug. So is that another trick? Is that another hack? Is that another hack to... Oh!
Disguise one's face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you mirror mode because most people feel like they look better mirrored. So I wonder if she mirrors herself because she feels like she looks better mirrored than unmirrored. But most people just prefer themselves in a mirror because it's what they're more familiar with.
Crazy. I don't even know what I look like.
Women. Despite popular belief on Reddit, I love women. And despite popular belief on 4chan, I am a woman. And as I am filming this, it is currently International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day to all 7.3 of you.
Dude, she's so millennial core.
Dude, look at this. Fucking hell. I mean, I know it makes sense, but Jesus Christ, she really never shook the 4chan audience. Holy fuck. Oh, man.
100%, dude. Just like
Yikes.
us. Just like us.
Yeah, true. We're in that category. Actually, you know what? I'd like to consider myself...
there's literally 91 people for us.
The difference. Hey, I identify as the gender known as user specified. That's my gender.
User specified, dude.
I identify as user specified. That's me. I'm glad we're finally seeing representation in the mainstream media. We don't get talked about enough.
We've talked quite a bit about male loneliness on this channel, but we haven't really touched on female loneliness, which, although technically not as severe yet, is unfortunately a real and rapidly growing trend. The modern world does not seem to have a solution to this. All modern dating advice is just garbage. The future seems bleak, so maybe we have to look in the past. In this video, we're going to talk a bit about
Arranged marriages.
I broke the video.
No, she
Rich
wallet.
Femboy hooter. Just
Rich wallet.
garbage. The future seems bleak, so maybe we have to look in the past.
What is that?
In this video, we're going to talk a bit about modern female loneliness. And then we're going to have some fun looking at some dating advice from the 1950s to see if we can find a solution there. Because what worked for our
I prefer the 1920s where you could
Huge
just
date
catch
idea
women.
from the 1950s. Get together and laugh at people of color.
Yeah, it was a lot easier when the people of color were doing all of the hospitality work to set up your dates. The service here is great. Oh my god! Wow! I barely had to do anything. I didn't have to lift a single finger the entire time.
At the end of your date, make sure to harass the barkeep because we know
Yes.
he won't be like us.
I missed the days before Uber when I had a black young boy driving me around town. Much better.
our grandmothers surely will work for us, right? Back in the day when people would still go to malt shops and diners instead of femboy hooters. Women dated men for more than just their wallets. Which reminds me, before we get into this video, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Ridge Wallet.
Oh!
Ridge wallets are high-quality, minimalist wallets that can hold up to
Oh my god. Hey, Shoe0nHead. I don't know about this
12
look.
cards and all that cash you don't have. They're also made with RFID blocking technology,
Do you think she's
which can help
she's going
protect
for, like,
you
trad
from
life?
digital
She's going. I think she's going for like 1950s housewife. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
pickpocketers. Ridge's store features over 30 unique colors and styles,
Wow.
including carbon fiber,
No,
matte
I want to
olive,
find out
and
more. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not want your friend?
You're stealing
to
her
make money?
advert. You're not.
No!
You're not letting her make money.
What are you
That's how it
talking
works.
about? What are you talking about?
It doesn't add our viewership onto her numbers.
It's not about
If we watch
Shoe0nHead.
her ad that she does, it doesn't add anything to
I'm
it.
doing free advertising for Ridge because we've got a guest coming that will actually financially benefit from us advertising Ridge soon.
Whoa. Then we'll get them to
These
advertise
are
on the mid-rolls. That's what we'll
Fine,
do.
yeah, we'll bring her in. Yeah, she can shill for a Ridge wallet halfway through. Yeah, let's do it.
burnt titanium are from
I'm
their
actually
new
all in on that,
women's
that's so funny.
expansion, which features Daisy Dream and Flower Power. They are literally so cute. I am upset. They're also available the Daisy Dream wallet for over 3 months
Don't you
now.
want to see
and
her trad? No, I want to see her trad wife shilling. It's so funny.
I
Look at this.
really love the colorful
Look at
pattern
this.
and sleek design.
Is that
But don't just
lighter?
take my
They
word
sell
for
lighters?
Someone has definitely supercut this into some kind of 4chan compilation for specific usages. Unfortunately.
Wallets?
it. Ridge has
Yes.
over
Just
80,000
the wallet
5-star
bits?
reviews.
Just the
I'm
wallet
so
bits,
confident
yeah.
that you'll love
Well,
it.
yeah, dude, yeah. Well, because you get so many Ridge
They
wallet
like come
ads.
around her and like, well,
Yeah,
finally I can
they're
watch
just
this
like,
advert.
Finally,
There's a
the
woman
money
in it.
shot. Yeah. Oh god. I'm ridging. I'm on the ridge.
Their products that they'll let you test them out for
Alright,
360. Also having their 11-year anniversary up to
Oh my god!
tour
Shut up.
for not increase 1.
Whoa.
Okay.
How much money
The
they
number
give
of single women in the US is expected to increase 1.2% every year.
That's because
No.
you women keep getting
No.
born single. It's because women are born single. We need to go back to arranging. We need to go back to the Witcher times where you would claim an unborn child as your wife, and then they'll be born not single. It's the perfect solution.
I don't know if there was a Witcher times, dude. I don't think
What
that's
do
how
you
that
mean?
world works.
No, there's that documentary series.
Isn't it set in the modern day, but it's like a parallel?
No,
It's like, so it's like currently like 2016 in Witcher.
Witcher 3. No. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is set like 200 years ago, but in Poland. That's why it looks weird and why there's weird monsters.
I thought it was set in modern day Poland. I thought that was the whole thing.
No, it's just regular Poland. It's Poland from 200 years ago.
Well,
No,
how come the people bathe in it?
I don't know, dude. I think it's maybe I think because of all the monsters, you probably have to bathe more.
It has to be
Right?
sci-fi if there's people bathing in Poland. There's a whole bath scene.
We should
Like
check
twice.
with Chris. You know, this is why we should bring. This is the only time I would bring Chris Speaks onto the stream is to find out what was going on in Poland 200 years ago, because they exterminated all the like griffins and shit, the vampires. Yeah. When else was The Witcher if not in the past? Exactly, dude. The Witcher happened 200 years ago in Poland. We have books about it. There was a
But
guy.
they were bathing. They were having baths and stuff.
Yeah,
and they
but
would
only,
let women speak.
they were only no. Well, they didn't let women speak that much.
That's
They let
sci-fi, dude. That's
The
sci-fi
witches,
for Poland.
the witches. There were witches. That was why the women were allowed to speak. Is because sometimes if you didn't let a
And
woman
you play
speak,
as a
she would-
gay man with big long hair.
Was he gay? He
He
wasn't
must
fucking
be. Have you seen him?
Well, fair enough.
From 2008 to 2030, compared to a 0.8% increase in the overall population. This will
Whoa.
result in 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 44 who will be single and childless by 2030. Now, according to some people, this is apparently a good thing. More women being single and childless is a good thing. Society is progressing.
Uh-oh.
Women no longer have to be chained up and turned into
Uh-oh.
breeding cows.
Is she going trad wife?
1984. Apparently, single women spend more than the average family on travel, shopping, makeup, skincare,
Yeah,
etc.
let's go!
So of course, some economists
Consumerism!
will twist this
Yeah!
into a positive thing. But I'm not an economist. I'm your average, humble, working-class American YouTuber, slaving over
Okay, working class. Okay.
a hot laptop,
Why is this a
producing
joke
absolutely
always
nothing
YouTubers
of
do?
value
I
to
don't know.
society. And I
You know,
Like
I-
every YouTuber does that joke at one point or another.
yeah. Does she have an editor? I'm not working class. I will
But
never
I'm
pretend
a
to be working class.
YouTuber.
Wiz
That's
is.
and he's never
Yeah,
funny.
I'm upper class. Look, this stream I think is a better reflection of society. I am upper class, and Wiz is in abject poverty. There is no working class here. It's just destitution and me at the top of the chain. Ha ha ha!
I'm a little
All the way
smug
at the top.
boy.
Taking the elevator
I'm
to the
in the
51st
mud.
floor. There, look over the edge.
My cheeks are parted in the
Contemplating.
mud.
The jump. Your cheeks are parting the what? I am gonna jump.
My cheeks are parked in the mud.
Oh, okay. I thought your cheeks were parting the mud, like Moses.
No, dude.
But
the
like-
mud's parting my cheeks, maybe.
There you go. He's cosplaying as an upper class guy again. Hey, listen, I was born poor, but I made it all the way to the top. I was born white but poor. That's like rich black. Being born poor white is like being born rich black. At the same level in the Hindu.
Who's that?
In the Hindu, a rich black? I don't know.
Is he from Korea? Rich black?
I don't think this is a good thing. I think this is proof things are going very wrong. And if you look at the stats about how so many women are on
gross!
antidepressants and how the female suicide rate has been increasing, there may be a connection here. Friendship, family, and sexual intimacy are a big part of the
Oh, Wiz,
The
hold
food
on. Let me
pyramid.
let me get my book. Wiz, let me get my book. 1 second.
You've got to eat the most. Whoa, it's saying you got to not eat food. Eating food's very not important, but you're supposed to eat creative activities. I don't know how you're supposed to do that. And then you're supposed to eat safety and security a little bit.
Where's my book?
And then in the
I bought
middle,
the
you're supposed
book.
to eat intimate friends. That's
Where are you?
crazy.
I can't find my
Yeah,
book.
put this into my life.
Where's my book? I bought a book. I bought a book. I bought a book.
He's got a book on ancient Egypt. He's very
can't find
excited
the
seeing
book.
this pyramid.
This is where my book is. Yeah, I found it. I found my book. Wiz, I found
Goes
my
back
book.
how like Cleopatra had
Okay.
asps.
So the book is called The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt, who is a conservative. I bought a conservative book, Wiz. I'm finally on the right-wing path. I'm on the pipeline. It's happening. But this guy has done a lot of very, very interesting research on the effects of social media on people's happiness, specifically teenage girls. So he's basically written an entire book
But he's a bit
making one of
creepy.
one of the best arguments I've seen, again from a conservative. This guy is like a real academic, but he is like a proper. His name is Jonathan. Hold on, Jonathan Haidt, Haidt. Height is shite. No, his research is good. Yes, he's a piece of shit. Yes, he's a conservative, but his actual research is well put together. Like I have looked at it from the perspective of a big brain psychology degree.
How did you know his name isn't Jonathan Haidt?
It might be Haidt. I don't know. Who cares? But anyway, his research is good. I'm actually quite impressed with it. I'm about halfway through. But he makes a very, very compelling argument that the vast majority of the anxiety and social atomization and depression amongst like teenage girls is down to social media, and almost just social media. Like 80% of the value of the like.
Because that's why it didn't exist
stuff,
before social media.
Well, it didn't really. It jumped so catastrophically high over the course of the 2000s when social media became more ubiquitous amongst like teenage girls especially. They were earlier adopters, and so they actually did massively increase. Like, I've got a graph here. Hang on, let's have a look at this. So episodes of self-harm, okay, 2004, in the UK, there were about 500 girls who self-harmed in 2004. It increased by 78%, and all of that change can be mapped exactly along the lines of increased social media usage and the age at which
environments where people feel comfortable talking about it.
No. The age at which they got a fucking smartphone, dude, and logged on to shit like Instagram. It's like
where they could have a voice.
No! What the fuck are you talking about? Well, also, first of all,
I think it's hugely underreported. I don't think it's going to be a case that suddenly
bro. These are hold on. This is stupid. These are cases of self-harm, right? So this is when it got bad enough that it wasn't like easy to hide, and it's across a shitload of different metrics. Mental health hospitalizations increased 81% from 2008 from 2010 to 2020.
Have there also been bigger strides in discovering and helping victims of self-harm in that time?
So when you're looking at just diagnosis, yes, but when you're looking at things like mental health hospitalizations or suicide attempts or suicide or self-harm episodes, these are not things that are adjusted by survey data. These are physical things that happen as like an extreme end product of an untreated illness. So they're the best metrics. Looking at survey data, you're right, is quite unreliable, which is why for the most part, Height is looking at actual like real world instances of, so like for example, if you look at depression, your argument would be interesting. But another thing that Height does really well is he maps the depression of things like girls against like 20 other like phenomena that are commonly cited as potential reasons for depression. So for example, a lot of people like to blame 2008, like the economic crisis, for depression amongst a bunch of people. But one, it doesn't really explain why that depression only hit girls, and two, it doesn't actually correlate very well at all with like unemployment stats or likelihood of getting your first job out of university compared to a bunch of other things. This book is really good. I'm going to finish it and then I'm going to do a video on it. It's very, very good.
There's also an argument for how the media landscape shaped those conditions as well. Like Britain's Next Top Model, all those super like weird shows from the 2000s that were focused on like beauty standards and stuff like that.
But that's also no.
Contestants
Wiz,
being turned down because they were too ugly, but they were just
Wiz. Everything you're saying is better attributed to social media than literally any other media landscape. That is it, right?
But there was a lot of effects that galvanized it, right? There was a lot of things coming together that created that situation.
Sure, but social media
and
is the one that put
majors just gave them a platform to discuss it.
No, it's not discuss it, dude. We're talking about like Instagram, right? It's a
and
platform
radicalize themselves.
It's a platform to ingest
authentic
appearing
what
media.
I'm saying is it's a lot easier to find groups that like are like triggering about self-harm, because that's like how it works, right? Like you meet other people that self-harm and discuss it. It triggers each person into doing it more. That's how it works. That's why it's like when you're treating people with self-harm, you're not supposed to really like do group therapy, you know, because it's more likely than not to like make them self-harm.
I mean, that's
sort of encourage each other.
That's an even more conservative argument than the one I was making, which is like social contagion theory for things like suicide. But I agree, there is a phenomenon there like that is documented. But yeah, like talking about like mental illness and self-harm and stuff on places like Instagram and TikTok does tend to increase the incidence and severity of symptoms in groups of people who are participating in those environments. Yeah, it's crazy. There's an argument that the initial media landscape pre-social media rise is the reason for the current land. Wow! Clap, clap, clap! Chucky! Thing happened before, make thing happen now? Wow! Wow! Oh my god!
That's the point I made!
Yeah, no wonder you like Doctor Who so much, because it subverts your expectation of causality. Yeah, that because time travel.
Doctor Who does critique it, actually.
It critiques causality. Get owned, causality. Get fucked.
No, it critiques the media landscape of the 2000s and how like crazy body image obsessed it is.
Oh yeah,
back in 2005 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
there's a bit where they want to cut off. Captain Jack's on like a dating show, or like one of these like glam up shows or whatever. And they're like sorting of wardrobe, like talking about his body and all this sort of thing. And then the joke at the end is like, "Yep, and now we're just gonna cut your head off. We're gonna cut your face off. We're gonna give you a full facelift, and maybe we'll put a dog's head in your body. That'll make you look better."
Oh, Ison, by the way, social media.
About, like, how...
Sorry, social media refers to social media, so like Facebook, Instagram, these kind of platforms. Those are really the main big two that like teenage girls adopted in particular. TikTok, yeah. I don't think Twitter counts. I don't think Reddit counts. I don't think MySpace really counts.
Reddit absolutely counts. There was tons of communities like that back in the day.
Yes, but it's not. This is.
They were all banned.
It's not the one. It's not the way. Pinterest. No, it's mostly. So the worst kind of social media, generally speaking, seems to be when you, especially when you originally have like you have a network of your friends, and then you get fed algorithmic slop on top of that, and like it's indistinguishable from the content that your friends are putting together, and your brain basically just kind of treats everything as if it's got like a similar proximity to your little social like society, and it breaks your fucking brain. You see the top 1% of people. Like, imagine a social media that's just your friends, and your friends are all posting like the 1% of the time they look absolutely amazing, right? That is already going to cause you problems and unrealistic expectations. Now add on to that the top 1% of the people in the world posting the 1% of the time that they're at their top 1%, and now that's what you're competing with and what your brain has as like a standard for beauty. It could even be one of the reasons why dating is becoming a problem, because people's standards are getting raised higher and higher by porn and social media and by the level of aesthetic that people are achieving with like filters and stuff, and then they like run into real women and they're like, I'm not as excited about this as I am about, you know, thirst trap Instagram big butts.
Classic, dude.
Classic.
Hierarchy of needs. And I don't think women are happier being alone and single. I just think women might be better at coping with being alone and single. At least for a little while.
I just had like the craziest, saddest thought.
Women have a lot more access to like you know, more mature and emotionally deep socialization in friendships than men do. Men have to go to women for like any kind of emotional fulfillment, and women just get that through their family and through their social structures way more readily than men do, which is why incels, I think male incels are so much more dangerous than femcels, is because they at least are still attuned to society in some way, but most men only get access to society through the woman that they're dating.
And they're more likely to watch like action badass TV shows, so they know how to kill people.
Reacher was good, dude. Reacher was good, dude. Leave me alone. Reacher was good, dude.
I watch Reacher and I walk around the next day like, I am Reacher. Look at me and I'll kill you.
Yeah, I'll kill you. That too. I was doing that.
You're probably abusing your dog. I'm gonna break your neck.
Yeah, I slashed half the tires in my neighborhood. It was great.
Yeah.
I was Reacher.
They're probably part of a conspiracy. They're probably working for the government, the CIA. They want to kill me. They're embezzling money because the son's owner of the car.
You don't have deep emotional friendships with men. Oh, you've got deep emotional friendships with women. That's it. I bet you're really close to your sisters.
Yeah, is Reacher autistic? I think yes.
He is. He's autistic. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's the show. Yes.
I'm in the stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies.
When you talk about the subject, a lot of men will point out that these women could easily get any man to sleep with. And I'm sure they know that. But sex isn't the only thing people are looking for. As I said in the male loneliness video, it would be relatively easy for a lot of these incels to just get laid, hire a hooker, and it would take the average woman like 5 minutes to find a man to sleep with. Just walk the f outside. But casual sex isn't the solution to loneliness. It's a band-aid. It's a way to fill your void.
You hear that, Wiz?
With cum.
Are you listening? Are you listening, Wiz? Are you listening?
Very rarely. What'd you say?
Casual sex is not actually going to fulfill the deep void inside you. You know that?
That's why I do competitive sex.
Nice. Very good.
Thanks, dude.
Trying to find someone to love, to marry, to have a family with nowadays, it is incredibly difficult for both genders in this climate today.
Why would you want to do any of that with a man, is my question. Like, I get it if you're a dude, right? And, like, a woman would be nice. But why would you want to do any of that stuff with have a family with a man? With a man. Why? Explain it to me.
Video games and, he can explain stuff.
They're gonna play video games while you're looking after the kid. What the fuck? Chacky, explain yourself. Explain why you're gay, Chacky. Chacky! Chacky, justify your homosexuality right now. A man? A family with a man? You want a family man? A family man? A man family? A male family? A family of males is good on both sides? Wow, a centrist.
And it seems like nowadays the only acceptable way to do so is to swipe right. We live in an increasingly atomized, lonely society thanks to a nasty combination of social media.
Wiz! She said my word!
Swipe?
No! Atomized! She said my thing, she did my thing, she's doing my thing! Yeah, close enough.
She said we become animalized.
Yeah. That's it.
Technology, hookup culture, lack of community, lack of friends, lack of purpose, lack of money, late-stage capitalism, neoliberalism, and so many other things.
I'll cover both bases.
And men are being told to, well, nothing. You're on your own. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's your...
Well, what are men being told to do, actually? Like, what is the actual advice?
Drink plenty of water, get 8 hours of sleep a night, brush your teeth.
Don't jerk off more than once a day.
Unless you work in finance, then it's three times a day.
Then 3 times, yeah. Yeah, twice at
minimum,
work.
Minimum.
Yeah. Has to be twice at work.
Don't cross the road without looking both ways. What else are men told? Blow your nose. Blow your nose right now. You know who you're talking. Right now, you've got that sniffly nose. You know it's been too long. Blow your nose. God's sake, go to the bathroom.
Jesus Christ, everyone can see the crap that's up there. Everyone can see it.
Wipe your bum. That's another one. One thing men actually are told is wash your bum. That's a new one.
Wash your bum? What, like have a shower?
Male advice. Well, most men don't go between the cheeks when they wash their bums.
What?
You know
most
heard
men?
about this?
Oh, you know what I heard?
Most men. It was like a TikTok trend where girls would ask like their boyfriends if they washed between their bum cheeks while secretly filming. And
Sublime's got the one.
The guy would be like, no.
Sublime's got the one. Changing your sheets. Apparently the majority of men change their sheets between once a quarter. The majority.
Yes, yeah.
Between 1 and 3 months. Once a quarter they do. Isn't that insane? Yep. I change my sheets every fucking, 7 days. 7 to 10 days max. And even then I'm like
1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 to 2 weeks is about right.
And if I pee the bed, I change it that night.
That night, yeah. Or at the morning, at the very, very latest, yes. After pissing the bed, yes. The morning after, I'm not sleeping, I'm not leaving that for more than 24 hours, the piss. Absolutely not.
I can only sleep in it once or twice if I've peed in it.
Yeah. Yep. Men are truly broken.
Fault. You built the world after all, and are increasingly turning to the few people who at least pretend to give a shit, who just wind up selling them poison that ultimately hurts them in the end. Like hollow materialism, eternal one-night stands, and vasectomies. Yeah, in case you were wondering, that's what the red pill has been up to. Telling their audience to just forget marriage and neuter themselves. While women, in turn, are also being sold very similar poison.
That said Pearl was pro-vasectomy. That can't be true.
No, that's absolutely true.
But her whole thing was like, have babies, wasn't it?
So
get it undone when you find the right lady. Is that
exactly? Yeah, that's the thing. Well, it's because don't forget
untangle
this was.
your knockers.
Don't forget this all came about after that guy from Fresh and Fit got baby trapped. So they were all they made vasectomies part of their discourse, so that they could defend him and say, well, there's nothing he could have done. The only solution is vasectomy. So they made vasectomies part of their fucking ideology now. Is that crazy?
So
to defend their boy.
weird.
It's so fucking crazy, dude.
Are they pro hysterectomy as well?
No, because women are just designed to have babies. That's you can't, absolutely not. No, women getting pregnant is good. Men getting women pregnant is bad.
Unless it's actually, I think it's also good, isn't it? I thought they thought it was also good.
No, because
And they
women
should be
will
doing
baby
it
trap.
as often as
Women will
possible.
baby trap you. You're meant to get rich enough to have a harem. That's what you want. You're supposed to have a harem.
Oh.
You need to get to like the
Pop up
sultan
with like
level.
10 at once.
Exactly, yeah. Divide your cum evenly
I
between
see.
10 women during one sexual episode. Like a little thimbleful.
Yeah, you gotta come through a splitter. That's how it works.
Exactly. Yeah, like a prism.
While women,
So you get a different color.
It's like that. It's like
rainbow.
it's like that Pink Floyd T-shirt. You know, you just come
It is
really hard
Pride
into a
Month,
prism.
dude. It is Pride
So
Month.
there you go. Yeah. Oh god.
in turn, are also being sold very similar poison. About how it's good to be single, it's empowering. You don't need no man. Get on the pill, sleep around, climb the corporate ladder, and don't worry, baby. We'll
Wait, what's wrong with the pill? What's wrong with the pill, lady? I guess there are some problems with the pill.
It turns
Freeze
you
your-
into a different person.
Oh yeah,
It gives
right.
you
You.
wings and stuff.
It makes you prefer soft men. It makes you prefer beta cucks.
Well, no.
It's the
That's
beta
not
cuck
even
conspiracy.
it. It makes
the conspiracy.
men into beta cucks because they pee into the toilet, that gets turned into water, and we drink it.
Oh shit! No. No, so there's this thing where like apparently female attraction changes depending. So it's bullshit, right? But basically what they did is they looked at female attraction tendencies based over their hormonal cycle, and they found that different points in their cycle there were slight differences, variations in the kind of man that women want. So when they were at like max fertility, they wanted like a rugged, handsome, whatever guy, and when they weren't super fertile, they wanted like a guy who looked a bit more stable and high status, economic, whatever. Right? It's kind of bullshit. But then a bunch of people started doing studies looking at like the hormone levels of the pill, and they started comparing and correlating or like extrapolating from that to say that taking the pill makes you more likely to prefer like soft boy beta cucks instead of manly men. And so men have been getting twinkier and softer over time because women are being sexually selected using the pill.
I thought
and
the whole
beta
thing was they
scientists
take
were
the
basically
pill
trying to,
and
yeah.
it's coming out through the vagina and going into the man's penis and making him a girl.
No, that's how you make a baby.
No, it's going up his
Yeah, that's how you
dangle.
make a bit. That's how men get pregnant.
And he's like sucking it in. He's going, and he's taking
Yeah.
the pill into his blood.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
turning
And
him
then
into a
he
girl.
gets pregnant. Yeah, that's I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen the emoji.
your eggs for you. But is this good advice for women? Or have we girl bossed a little too close to the sun? A study on date psychology recently revealed that 48% of men 26 to 40 years old have not approached women in the past year, and 60%
What?
of men aged 18 to 25
Whoa,
said
hold
they
on.
have.
Okay, so single men. About half of single men have not approached a woman in person within the past year. In person.
That's probably
This is-
true for me. I haven't approached.
Yeah,
anyone
in person. Yeah, like well, hold on, wait. No, I've definitely approached people in person. But still, this is in person. Like, yeah, most dating is happening online, so this is a bit dumb. She's not including.
I mean,
dating
I've
apps.
spoken to women in person. What does
Approach is
what
when
does
you follow.
approach mean?
Approach means getting within.
Is it when you
100
catcall? You have
It's
to go
when you
like,
get-
whoa,
It's when you get
baby.
within 150 meters of their personal space, and then you start sprinting.
Or is it like,
towards
is the
them.
requirement like you don't already know her? Is that the requirement?
I think it's like saying hi to someone that you're trying to fuck without using violence. That would be an approach. Oh, I have a terrible headache. Oh god, I'm so sleep deprived. Oh,
Dude, you look
Wiz.
so sick. You look very pale.
I know, dude. Oh, dude, I just got the craziest.
You've
headache
lost
of my
all your
life.
color.
Oh, dude, I just got a crazy headache. What the fuck? My brain. Oh god. Oh, ow. Jesus.
Haven't.
so-
In the
I'm so
entire
sleep
data
deprived.
set, 30% of men said they never approached a woman in person before, ever. This also might be because, like I said, everything that isn't swiping right on a dating app nowadays is considered creepy. Don't approach women at the bar. Don't approach women at the gym. Don't approach women at coffee shops. Don't approach women at work. Don't approach women at the mall. Don't approach women.
Yeah, but these guys aren't in those places. Because it still happens. There's no way Mr. Swiper McSwiperson, who's scared to talk to girls, is at coffee shops and bars and pubs. You know?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Those guys are there and exist and do that. You know.
But to be fair, it is partly like the death of third spaces. Like, there's nowhere to sit around without having an objective, right? People really don't like being places without having a goal for being there. You know, you go to a restaurant for food, you go to a bar for a drink, you go for a walk to like a specific place.
It's probably good men aren't going to coffee shops to pick up girls. That's probably a good thing. Like, you don't want someone coming in. You're sat there having tea with your gal pal. Her husband was hit by a car, right? And there's like at least 5 guys in this coffee shop that are only there not to drink coffee but to find a woman.
Yeah, but I've got an advantage.
They just take turns trying to interrupt your conversation with your gal pal's dead husband.
I have something in common with her because I'm the one who hit her husband with the car. It was the 1920s. I wasn't even wearing a seatbelt. Yeah, I was like, bah! Yeah, and then I like backed up. You know, I like bumped it back over it to check.
Well, I was distracted by seeing you out of the passenger side window that I didn't see her husband.
I'm sorry. I see everything in black and white. I actually couldn't tell.
I appear to have crashed into this coffee shop and killed your friend's husband.
Yes. Oh, never mind. You're of a
That's an approach.
You're of a darker complexion. It's legal. See you in the next life. Good luck with that.
It's perfectly legal. I consulted the color chart before ramming into this coffee shop to approach you.
Yeah, consulted the color chart. Oh god, you look like you got some Italian in you. Would you like some more?
Just kidding, my blood is pure.
Yeah, I ain't no white. Oh, that's the only way to. Whoa, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Can you say the other N word? You know, the one that's like Spanish for black? Probably not. I dodged it.
Prob's not.
And it turns out a lot of women don't like HR world. Every time I see videos of women crying about not being approached by men or being lonely, the comments and replies are always full of men like, enjoy your cats. This is what you asked for. This is the world you wanted, ladies.
I wish we had a world where men could approach women. Also, men who want to approach women. Suck it, bitch! Yeah, that's what you get. You're gonna die alone! Because you won't let me say hi to you in a coffee shop!
She's also implying that men are approaching women. We used to approach women in coffee shops and bars and pubs, not to have sex with them, but to settle down with them. And I don't think that's the case either.
Yeah, I think it was the case that, like, new relationships...
We're still just doing the same thing, just in a different place.
Well, I think new relationships were easier to form back then, and so men were more likely to, like, you know, enter into a kind of an acquaintanceship with people, which I feel like is less common now. Because it's so much harder. Right, okay, here's my theory. Okay, so... once you become friends with a girl, obviously it's a little bit harder. I know these rules don't always apply, but generally speaking, it's a bit harder and kind of shitty to just try and sexualize that relationship, right? Shoe0nHead is way too close to my face right now. I'm really unhappy.
Yeah, she's leaning in for a kiss, I think.
I'm gonna be over here. Okay. Anyway, here's my deal. So, I think we have fewer acquaintances than we used to, and in fact, if you look at statistics on, like, people's self-reported, like, kind of friendship networks, they have, we've lost friends in every area of the circle, like, acquaintance, friend, close friends, but people tend to have, like, 1 or 2 close friends or family members that they're close to, maybe, like, a small group of, like, 4 to 5 friends, so this is for, like, normies, and then they don't actually have very many acquaintances outside of, like, work relationships and stuff, like, just kind of acquaintances that don't orbit around a specific thing, right? But I think back in the day, that used to be a lot more common, because, like, you would talk to people at the supermarket, you would get to know people, servers, you would get to know, people at church, like, there were a bunch of different areas where you could, like, form acquaintances, and that was the pool that we used to pull from. You would have friends who would pull from their acquaintance pools, or you would pull from your acquaintance pools to, like, find matches, and that's how most people, found people back in the day, in the 50s, was through, like, friends and family. It was, like, being set up. That was, like, way, 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 way more common. Is this not a thing anymore for people? Well, don't forget that you live in a poverty-stricken country that is collapsing economically, and so the social bonds will actually be improved because capitalism is.
Well, they have a barter system that naturally is more social.
Yep. How pro-Palestine are you? IWW, how you doing? Oh, look at his little pride flag. Isn't that nice? He's really.
That's cute, dude. That's cute.
I'm
glad he
woke.
finally came out.
Yeah, he went woke while we were away.
Dude,
what the fuck?
gonewoke.com?
Yeah, I miss the racist IWW. He was way cooler.
Yeah, he's gone woke, dude.
Matt brother, hey, how you doing, buddy? Pedo power, let's go. Sorry, pedal power. You know, pedal power. What I mean.
Whoa.
But was it? Not every woman is the blue-haired, man-hating, feminist stereotype that you have in your mind. A lot of them want the same exact world you do. What you have to understand is society in the media is basically like her fat, ugly, drunk friend at the bar cock-blocking you from talking.
Are Israelis white or not? Oh, I can answer that question. It depends if they're white. Like...
You can solve the color chart. We've been through this.
yeah. Let's have a look here. Non-American. Whoa, I can't say that on stream. But that's what it points to. Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, I-dub, you should hang out with us more, okay? We miss you, sweetie.
Talking to her.
Excuse me? She's not interested.
Even though chances are, she might be. According to the same study on date psychology, 77% of women aged 18 to 30 want to be approached more. So if men are lonely and women are lonely, but men are too afraid to approach women nowadays, there's only one thing we can do, ladies. We must approach them.
Nope! Incorrect.
Oh
Absolutely
my
horrible
God.
idea. No, incredibly wrong. Incredibly wrong.
I don't want to hear about your hiking hobby, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I won't go hiking with you.
I will not listen to another bitch talk about hiking. I'll blow my brains out over the
No,
over
I
the
don't
bar
want to go
table.
hiking at the weekend. You go hiking every weekend?
You want to go bird watching? Do you want to go bird watching? Wiz?
I still can't believe you fucking did that, dude.
Bro, it worked. It worked incredibly well. Bird watching, excellent.
I don't care if
first
it
date.
worked. The idea of having to go bird watching on a date is hell.
You
That is
know
pure
what?
hell.
You know what? I did it because I thought. So I had a fucking mental.
Sit there and
like,
be quiet for 40 minutes so you don't fucking steer off the
it was-
pigeons? Are
it
you
was-
kidding me?
Okay, hold on. Wait,
Bird
let me
watching
read-
in London?
Bro, let me red pill you on bird watching. It was actually fun, okay? Alright, hold on. So, you're with a cute girl, you're running around, okay, a forest, alright? Lots of private places, lots of, like, you know, nice, like, sunlight dapple through the trees. You run off the path into the woods, and then she's like, look, it's a chickatoo. And you're like, what's a chickatoo? And she's like, it's got this tail and this tail, and she brings out a little book, and she looks at it, and then she's like, try the binoculars. And you, like, the binoculars are around her neck, and she, like, passes you the binoculars.
What you're
and you put
describing
them-
here, everything is fun bar the bird watching.
Well, yeah, exactly, but the bird watching is just an excuse to
The
do all
bird
other
watching
fun
is the
stuff.
worst part of bird watching.
The bird, but I found it. I found the chickatoo. I found a really rare bird. It was great. Maybe she just told me it was rare to impress me. But like we found a rare bird that she wanted to find. It's like it was small and cute, and it hopped around. I'm assuming Bugs' arguments.
Are you
that
saying
women
she had
abandon it.
autism? Is that what you're saying?
No. So dude, every girl I date has autism or BPD. I'm poly, okay. Alright, I'm sorry. It's just
They'd
the
have to.
community.
They'd have to.
All right, it's just these are people too retarded to understand monogamy. Okay, this is how my community works. All right, I know that you're a tradcon wannabe, but all right, over here, in Baseland, me and Loner Box. All right, we're picking up all kinds of wacky.
Hey, you don't have to
BPD
tell me.
girlies. Yeah. If you're city folk watching a bird that isn't a pigeon already makes it rare. True. Wait, what? Someone was. Oh yeah, Angry Deeds. Okay, alright. So here's my theory. Okay, alright. So here's the issue. Okay. Imagine Wiz is a girl. Come here, Wiz. Here, I need you for a demonstration. Come here, sweetie. Come
Hey,
here.
that's completely unbelievable.
Imagine Wiz is a girl. Okay, so here's
Get
the
away
issue.
from me,
alright?
dude.
Here's the issue. Okay. So the problem is that if Wiz is approaching me, now I have spent all of my life being socialized to approach women and to beat down the barriers that she's put up to block an unreasonable amount of attention. And women have built up all of this effort in putting up these barriers. Now the issue is that men have no brakes and women are all brakes. So if a woman decides to approach a man, that man is gonna go burp, just like all in, just burp, like straight in. Yeah, exactly. It's terrible, right? Because as soon as they get any kind of leeway, they're like, oh, cool. Oh, you're interested in me? Do you want to make out? Okay, cool. Do you want to fuck? Okay, cool. Do you want to fuck again? Okay, cool. Do you want to fuck again? Okay, cool. Do you want to fuck again? Okay, cool. They're just gonna escalate and escalate and escalate, and there's nothing that's gonna stop them except the woman. So at some point, as a woman, you are either gonna end up having lots of very shitty sex with inept, dumb idiots, or you're eventually going to have to put the brakes on at some other point in the relationship. At which point you're just back to square one. This is the issue.
But isn't that the argument? It's like foot in the door tactics. And then just let him take over. He's too scared to approach, but if you like fake it a little bit, then he'll take over.
You can make this argument against any traditional hierarchy. Yeah, I could. I don't like traditional hierarchies. True. I get what you mean, like to kind of bait them in. But the problem is... here's another,
it's baiting tactics.
Here's
She's
another
fishing.
issue.
She's fishing.
Here's another issue. I have lots of well, again, another thing about being poly, right? I've got lots of female friends who I talk to about their dating life because we're all dating each other and other people, right? It's a whole smorgasbord, okay? But I hear about what they're going through all the time, so I get lots of useful insights from the female perspective. And what I hear is that it seems like it's becoming more and more common for men to get a yes and then to bail as soon as they get like an agreement to a date. And I realize I think it's probably because men are becoming more the way that most normie men approach sex is purely from the perspective of validation, not even gratification, right? Like you can come hard on your own, okay? Gooning is a thing, right? Like technology's been invented, okay? So we don't need women for that necessarily. Now, obviously, there's like the affection and the companionship, blah blah blah. But a lot of dudes don't really feel like they're looking for that until they just stumble upon it, right? So most dudes are looking for sex, and the reason they're looking for sex is for the ego boost and for the validation. But what's way easier than having a date that could go wrong? A girl agreeing to a date, giving you the indicators that you could potentially hook up with them. You know what's way safer than actually going out on the date with them? Ghosting them. Because now you got the validation and you didn't lose anything. Cost you nothing. So I think a lot of dudes are in this position where they don't really want to go through the effort of dates because they've already received the frictionless dopamine hit from the dating app, and now they just want to go on to the next girl that will like validate them with some amount of like agreement.
Haven't women always done that though?
Yes, but now men are doing it because apps are becoming so frictionless.
So really it's equality and thus a good thing. Okay.
No, women are retarded and always have been. Yeah, you've misunderstood me. Catastrophically here, Wiz. No, women are idiots
progressing,
as well.
Guys. This is a good sign.
So I think this is I can't remember.
It's an overall win.
Oh, actually, this comes from Jonathan Haidt as well. So one interesting phenomenon that's occurring over time is that female and male behavior in things like dating circles, in social media consumption, in a lot of spaces online are becoming less and less gendered over time. So we're reaching a level of equality, but only because both genders are getting worse and worse at the things that the other group are bad at. So
both?
men
in
both.
Pride Month?
Yes,
both?
Yes, both genders. Yes, because that's how they research it. They're not looking at fucking non-binaries. No one gives a fuck about non-binaries. Sorry, you are not in the research data.
I don't know about you guys.
There's like
Where's
12
this guy come from?
non-binaries.
1850?
Okay. The 1920s. All right. The only gender I respect is woman and soldier. Those are the only two genders I'm aware of.
That definitely isn't true.
But yeah, if a woman can't smell your ass and balls and cock from 6 feet away, they're gonna think you're gay and try and be friends. That is true. Yeah, you do need the pheromonal power to make her the fair moan. Nailed it. I'm just not sure that they might get ghosted sometimes. There's a strong argument against women approaching on a more equitable level. I'm not talking about the ghosting. Wait, no. So I'm trying to explain something. Men are seeking validation more and more in the same way women do. Men are self-harming. Men are getting more things like body dysmorphia and bulimia and anorexia. Men are catching up to women in a lot of their domains that they've exclusively had.
More men are watching The Crow than ever now, guys.
Yeah, bro. It's fucked. It's fucked, bro. What's The Crow?
You've never seen The Crow? It's
no,
like the goth Bible. It's like the ultimate tomb
really?
of
I haven't
gothness.
dated,
It's the ultimate goth movie.
I haven't dated a goth girl for like 10 years.
It's like, what if you were a
it.
superhero, but your power was being a goth?
Male hysteria. Male hysteria! We have like 4 of the 5 biggest owls. I like how we'll just talk about something like bird watching, and then there are like 5 people in our community who've been around for years who will just talk about bird watching for the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy,
You baited them, dude.
I baited them.
They want to go on a date with you. That's what happened.
Exactly. I'm going to start dating my community, like all streamers.
So I did a little research.
This is, by the way, the solution to all of this is to become a streamer and then start fucking your audience, okay? Guaranteed results, alright? Guaranteed results! Let me tell ya. Oh boy! I have done the rounds in this community. Let me tell ya. Oscar, done! Wiz, done! They weren't even awake for it. They had no idea. I did leave money on the table.
I'm not even awake now, dude.
Exactly. This is why women should approach more. We're collectively getting really bad at it and don't need less people being social. Well, yeah, but that's the problem. Like, you cannot individually. This is the tragedy. You cannot individually change your behavior to try. Look, my partner, my primary partner. I know. Sorry. There's not a better way to. Sorry, my main bitch. There you go. That's way better. Okay. So anyway, my main bitch. She tried this for a while. She tried to go, you know, whoop-de-doo feminism and try to be the one approaching and stuff. And all the dudes just ended up being, like, extremely low-value, shitty dates garbage, right? They were, like, not worth the time. Because ultimately, unfortunately, there is a level of sexual selection where, yes, smarter dudes with better personalities are going to be able to overcome those hurdles that you've put up in place to keep out the riffraff. It is unfortunately true. Men are poorly socialized, men have very little opportunity to practice, and so the vast majority of men are unfortunately retarded. So you need to put up barriers against these weird under-socialized freaks, and then only the top 20% are going to be able to hop over the hurdle. The people who are socialized enough that they probably have, you know, reasonable jobs, or at least work in like hospitality or something where they're around regular people and women and aren't going to murder you. Anecdote Andy, I've literally been citing fucking some of the best modern research on social media.
Even before that, where do you think you are? Okay.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Fuck you. Oh, sorry. Do we need to? You know what, Wiz? I think someone's forgotten.
Where the fuck do you think you are, dude?
Yeah, I think someone's forgotten, Wiz. Someone seems to have forgotten the commandments.
The only powerful thing is an anecdote. That's the only evidence you ever need. If you need any more evidence than that, yep. Dude, you've already lost.
Hello. Don't forget, Big Rock. Big Rock over here. What does it say? What does it say? Hello, boys. Hello. What does it say? Vibes-based values, no date males. Oh no, we predicted. The prophecy was on the rock all along. Wiz.
We thought it meant something else, but it meant this.
Oh fuck! Oh my god, how did we not see it coming? The prophecy was here. No date males. Fuck.
No.
Hey, do you remember how I said that we were going to do an episode on how capitalism never died, already died, and I never did it? That's cool. We're not going back to that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a meme.
It was probably going to be terrible anyway.
Techno-feudalism. It was going to be a good episode. Fuck you. Probably started the stream with a bunch of data mailing. No date males.
No, he said he made it all made up. This guy called Mr. Height. Who's his enemy, Mr.
Height?
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Mr. Height, he's got no depth to him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Dr. Witz, on the other hand.
How to approach men as a woman.
Oh.
Number 1. Don't. Almost every single article, blog post, tweet thread.
It's correct! Oh my god, she's an idiot. She's an idiot, but then she's a fucking pregnant trad wife, barefoot, barn liver who's been
I don't think she's any of those.
No, she just had a baby, dude. She
yeah,
just
exactly.
posted her baby on Twitter. Be pregnant?
How can she be pregnant then? Just think about it, okay?
Cats can get pregnant while they're pregnant. Did you know that? Did you know that?
What, twins? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying their babies are also pregnant?
No, you can make a cat pregnant on top of being pregnant. An unlimited
They're like little
number of
fucking
times.
Russian dolls.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. You just add cats.
Plus one.
Real science fact. Ison, look that one up, bitch. Yeah. Fuck you.
Giving advice to women on how to get a man said some shit like, don't chase him, let him chase you. Be unavailable and mysterious. Simply pretend he doesn't exist. Great. Awesome. Almost every single...
I have a friend who just went on a fucking 3-month saga of trying to appeal to a boy. It's actually the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. So there's this There's this autistic stoner at work. She works at a restaurant, okay? There's this autistic stoner at work, and he might be the most powerful gig chat I've ever seen in my fucking life. She literally, like, she sets up 4 million clues in the first month. He gets none of them, okay? She invites him round. She asks him to walk her home every day, and then, like, stops meaningfully outside her apartment. Doesn't work. So I'm like, okay, this guy's clearly retarded. If you really like him, you should just send him a message saying that you like him. Fuck it. You know, just shoot your shot. So she sends him a message saying, hey, you know, I don't know if you didn't get the hint, but I like you. Reply, cool. That's it. Full
So
message.
he did get it the entire time, he just wasn't interested in her.
I don't know, because then he, like, starts being extra affectionate to her in the restaurant, and they're, like, being all, like, you know, they're kind of all flirty, whatever.
He feels guilty.
Maybe. I don't, well, you can read this afterwards.
It becomes performative.
I'll just tell you what happened, and then you can analyze, okay? I'll leave this one to you, alright?
Okay.
So then they have a night out, okay? They make out. Oh, they get drunk and make out. Oh, whoa, oh, ooh. And then, total cutoff. It's over. He ignores her completely at the restaurant. He's, like, not sitting down for lunch with her anymore. It's all fucked. It's all fucked. And she's like, she comes back to me and she's like, yeah.
Do you want my read on it? Do you want me to tell you what
yeah,
happened?
go for it.
Right, so I think either this is the type of guy that doesn't date people at work, or might be in a fling with someone outside of work, or just, like, wasn't into her, didn't find her attractive, right?
Nope. It's even weirder.
Well, but what I think he basically, she was putting all these signals down, but because he wasn't interested, he just, like, sort of, like, pied them, basically. He was like, okay, whatever. But it got to the point where it was no longer avoidable because she directly said, like, hey, I really like you, right? Knowing this information and knowing, like, where she is, he realizes he has to now treat this situation differently because she has, like, exposed this information, like, to him or whatever, and he has to be conscious of it. So he's nicer to her, right? And then the night out comes, he's drunk, he's got alcohol in it, he's feeling a certain type of way. He goes like, well, I already know she likes me, she'd totally be into it. Makes out with her on the date, wakes up the next day, instantly regrets it, can't even face her, cuts her off.
That part I buy with the drunk part. But here's where it gets weird, okay? So I'm on a night out with her, alright? We look at his Instagram. He is liking Instagram thirst traps that look exactly like her. Like, and he has been for years before he ever met her. Like, it seems like his type is exactly her. So, like, it's really, like, you know, she's Eastern European, and he's liking a bunch of girls that have her same kind of features and body type and stuff. So, like, that's really fucking strange. Then,
well, maybe he likes the way she looks, but just doesn't like her personality.
I mean, that could be it. She's a
like, she might be a pain in the arse to talk to for him.
But maybe, but like he's just a fucking blank slate, dude. So okay, all right. So fuck. So then. Okay, so then she invites him round to his place. He invites his friend, who also likes her, invites himself along, and they end up spending 8 hours in bed together. The three of them, where he's just getting stoned and paranoid, and she's, like, unable to she keeps trying to put moves on him, and he's just, like, unable to cope with it. And this dude's best friend is just lying in the bed on his phone next to them, completely ignoring them the entire time, while she's desperately trying to, like, find any way to demonstrate that she's still into him and he should be into her. And then, okay, so that happens for, like, 8 hours, and then in the morning, he texts her and says that he likes her a lot back. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? What's going on, dude? Asexual? No, that was like my first guess.
Sounds like he's
yeah.
bored.
So alright,
I think he's just bored.
Here's the climax, okay? So he ends up sending her like 4,000 word essay on how on how he got really into a previous relationship and it like got too deep, and now he doesn't feel comfortable or being vulnerable or communicating with people. And so he said, so I know, and then final line, so I'm okay to be friends for now. That's it. That's his breakup with her.
Lol. That sucks. He's not into her. He's not at all into her. Even
I
slightly.
know. It's so
He's just
fucked,
validation
dude.
baiting. He wants to keep her about.
Yep, that's the validation baiting.
He's firmly in the friend zone, dude. She got
Yep.
female friend zone.
Yep, she's on the hook, which is crazy because like to be
He's
fair,
not into her. He likes the way she looks, but he's not
Yep.
into her. So that's
It is
why
very-
he kiss her or like
it's very
lie in bed
funny.
with her. But if it comes to like any
Yep.
sort of relationship type thing, he's like, get out of here.
It's very funny that I encouraged her to be way more direct, and her outcome was basically the exact same outcome that dudes run into every single fucking day. I think it was a very interesting lesson in the other direction. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I think it is anecdote Andy, if you will. But I think that's a good kind of demonstrator of how men and women are actually becoming more and more similar. You know, the gender binary is becoming more and more like fluffy and fused together. Now, obviously there are, you know, well, I don't believe in gender. I don't like it as a construct. So stay mad, bitches. All right, non-binary, invalid. Male, invalid. Female, invalid. All binary, all gender bad, dumb, stupid.
You're saying this during Pride Month? How dare you?
Yes,
Dude?
yes, I'm a gender minimalist. Okay, gender maximalists. All right, should kill/Kyle themselves. All right, that's what they should be doing. Okay,
Whoa.
destroy all gender. All right, dismantle
Kyle
the
XY.
categories.
He didn't have a belly button. Do you remember that?
Hierarchy bad. What? What?
Kyle XY. It was like a Fox show. He was like a clone, and he didn't have a belly button.
Oh,
And the government were always trying to find him, but he was
Orphan,
just like a hot teenage guy.
Orphan
was his whole
Black.
thing.
Orphan Black was the better version of that concept, and I also didn't watch that.
I think
But my
Kyle XY was
girlfriend
before
super into
that
it.
show.
Really?
Kyle
My
XY
girlfriend
was
super into
terrible.
it. Orphan Black, I think, was okay. I watched like a few episodes of it. It seemed alright. Yeah, but no validation is better than validation that be gone forever at any moment. But that's the thing, right? What is better than keeping someone on the hook for little hits of validation constantly, right? There's no opportunity for you to fuck anything up. You know that person's into you, and they're not going to stop.
You've
being
discovered
into
the
you.
concept of situationships.
That's not what a situationship is. Just where the sex is convenient, not where the validation is. Oh, I guess you use sex for validation. Sure, fine.
No. It is because the situationship isn't just like sex. It's also like sometimes dates, but they're not regular enough to be dating.
Well, that's just all of my relationships outside of my main.
Then it's just friends with benefits. Situationships a level higher than that and more murky.
Oh, well, that's probably what I'm doing with everyone else. Like, I go on dates. I don't just do booty calls.
Yeah, that's not good.
Why? Dates
I mean,
are fun.
maybe it's different rules of his poly, but
Yeah.
if you haven't got clear
dude,
boundaries,
nah,
it's all about
dude.
like not setting clear boundaries.
Yeah, hooking up with people without, like, I don't know, going for a drink or dinner or doing something fun with them first. The sex is just worse. Straight up.
Well, no, but if you do it like several times, then it becomes a situationship where you don't discuss boundaries or what the limits are.
Why would you
or not.
discuss boundaries when you're trying to breach as many of them as possible for your own perverse pleasures?
No. He must be stopped. He must be stopped.
I cannot be stopped. I am too powerful. Power! I've hit the max. Hey, you're small enough that I can pick you up. And
I don't like this situation.
Oh!
I don't
Ship.
ship it either.
Yeah, there you go.
Little bit of dating advice.
The only reason it's getting so common is because dating apps aren't in person. Informative take. Well done, Ison. Approaching people IRL is a much larger barrier of guilt to ghost them. That's not true. I don't think that's true.
Nah, people
Well,
got back in the day as well.
yeah, exactly. Well, don't forget,
Yeah, I'll
ghosting,
call
ghosting
you.
doesn't mean
No.
ending a... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh god. Oh, that's giving me flashbacks. Can't break boundaries if you don't ask what they are. Exactly! Plausible deniability! Let's go! Dating apps are a plague on society. Wow, Ed! Clap, clap, clap! What a take! What a take! Oh, dating apps bad? What? Wow! Commercializing love? Oh my god! Wow! Ed, you're gonna
Hey,
pull
for
so
£14 a month, you can get more love. Did you know that?
many? Huh? Yes, true. You can. I've never. Let me look at the options on Field.
What?
I've just realized I'm rich. I should be spending money on Field. What are the options? Is there like some mega pre? I've just got the regular subscription that like gets rid of the ads.
I think they're super expensive these days because it's just for like Oilers. It's like 50 quid
Yeah.
per membership tier.
Have a look here. How much is this going to cost me? Ooh, a gymnast. Okay, hold on, Wiz,
Ooh.
stall for me.
Oh God, we've lost him, gang. He's been fucking capitalist love pilled. They're telling him he's in love.
Dude, she's got
Nothing's
3
more
pictures.
powerful than love, and they start using it against him.
Hard veto, hard veto. She's got 3 pictures in the gym out of 5. Absolute red flag. Hard out. I don't need to see you doing flippy gymnastics. Nope. Very cool, very cool. Sexually intimidating. Hard veto, thank you. Good luck out there, lady.
I found a
I'll just close the stream and not give you my loyal viewership. Give us money! Wait, actually, did we get any? We didn't get anything, did we? How do I tell?
No,
wait,
because
does
all the people
YouTube...
that reply to us are in the Twitch chat. Please support us on YouTube, please, 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 please.
Yeah, we need YouTube money. The cut is better. The cut is better.
We need at least 1 member.
Mounted to let them come to us. But what if they're not coming to us? What do we do?
Hey, Wiz, remember what you were talking to me about earlier? I guess you have your answer.
No.
Ed is in fact broke.
No.
Sorry, buddy.
Now,
Continue to
well,
live in
according
poverty.
to the great philosophers of our time, Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate, the problem is the modern woman. Lazy, entitled, mid.
Yeah, Wiz. Why were we talking about Ed's finances?
I said Ed strikes me as a complete broke bitch. And I was like, do you agree? And Smug was like, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, I said he sounds poorer than a jug of water. Get it? Poorer? Poor?
You mean poorer than a barman?
I speak openly about being broke all the time, and we commend your bravery.
These are the ingredients that create the modern woman. So clearly we have to go back. Back when a cheeseburger was 5 cents. And women were lobotomized. That's right, we must return to the 1950s.
One of the most common ways to find a partner these days is by using dating apps and websites. But back in the 1950s, you had to get a little bit more creative. Here's an article from 1958 in McCall's magazine listed 129 ways.
All right, wait, let's have a look. Wait. Let's hold on a minute. I want to review these 129 ways.
Invite you and your missus to the local lynching.
I'm gonna find the original article, dude. I'm gonna find it. Yes, I found it. Yes, let's review, dude. This is good. Can we do it? Can we do it? I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me.
Whoa.
Let's do it. We're reviewing 129 ways to get yourself a husband. Let's go. Boop. Let's just fixie that old.
Be nice to everybody.
Oh my god!
They may have an eligible brother or son.
Oh my god, you're right! Wait, I thought you made that second part up. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out how to find yourself a husband. Step right up. Yeah, we good with that? Let's do that. That's beautiful content. Extremely well positioned. What do you think, Wiz? Yeah? You like this? Good.
Why not? Why not?
Fuck it, dude. What? Oh, why is this one the smallest? Okay, alright. Okay. Be nice to everybody. They may have an eligible brother or son. Get a government job overseas. What? That's number 14? How did they run out of ideas that quickly?
Find vulnerable minorities elsewhere outside the country.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's literally like go become a sex pat. Jesus Christ, it's the same advice. Volunteer for jury duty. Women love murderers and rapists. I've read the incel black pill forums. They're all into the bad boys. Be friendly to ugly men. Handsome is as handsome does. What does that mean?
Eventually, your standards will lower.
yeah. Surround yourself
Well, thank you, Jordan
hideous,
W. Thank you,
with
Jordan
hideous monstrosities.
W.
Oh, thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it. In the shape of a paper airplane. So cute. Thank you, buddy.
Wow.
Appreciate you. Oh my god, the alerts actually come through the chat. YouTube is so much better.
Yeah, I know. It's how I saw it for the first time.
Wow, that's
I
crazy.
actually could see it.
Twitch is so annoying. Oh no, have you ever eaten tinfoil? I've got 2 fillings from when I was a kid and poor. I've got like the ugly grey ones and 2 back molars. And I just zapped myself with by eating some tinfoil. That was horrible. Oh god, it jolted my whole fucking
Careful,
head.
otherwise Magneto will kill you.
Oh no! Again? Get lost
pull
at
your guts
football.
out.
Wait, hold on. Get lost at football games sounds like.
Get lost in a dodgy neighborhood. You'll definitely become a mother.
Have you seen that subreddit where they
Walk
teach
around the park in the dark.
Sorry to get dark. Have you
A
seen that
handsome
subreddit?
stranger might rescue you.
No, wait, hold on, wait. Have you seen that subreddit where women teach each other how to get raped?
Yeah.
You've seen it. You've seen it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I saw a video about it.
I've read every article on it. Okay.
You're a scholar.
Literally.
You're a scholar.
Yeah, I'm a scholar. There's what? Don't eat metal, kids. Yeah, bad. It's bad for you. I need to get my daily intake of roughage. Tell your friends that you are interested in getting married. Don't keep it a secret. This is, by the way, bad advice. This is the open to work on your LinkedIn profile of trying to find a relationship. Terrible idea. Absolutely not. I get way more bitches now that I have a bitch. It's way easier. It's way easier to date people when you're dating people. It's true.
Whoa.
It's true. Women love a man who's already in a relationship because they have bad brains. Don't take a job in a company run largely by women. Did any of those exist in the 50s? Was there just one? Don't get a job in that one corporation, that one multi-level marketing scheme where they sell Tupperware. That's the only
work
one.
at the women's shelter.
Yeah. Trust me, back then, it was all men working at the women's shelter, and it went exactly as you would expect. Get a job. Get a job demonstrating fishing tackle in a sporting goods store. How have we run out of ideas at 21?
You would meet so many men, dude. Wealthy men as well, because they're buying fishing gear. It's the same. Get a job in a Lego store. That's what I say.
Wait, transatlantic? I only believe in a gender binary.
Get a job in the Transformer shop and teach them how Optimus Prime turns into a car.
I only care about the male formers and the female formers. No trans over here.
They're actually called fembots.
On a plane, train, or bus, don't sit next to a woman, sit next to a man. Go to all reunions.
You know they're a different faction in Transformers?
Wait, sorry, Wiz. Sorry. There may be widowers at your reunion. You can snipe some deados. You can snipe some dead bitch's wife, husband.
That was like okay, so here's some family lore. My granddad's granddad's mother, or is it my dad's mother, died, and then my dad's grandfather, whatever, married her sister.
Oh, that's pretty normal back then, yeah. The backup.
But I think about that. That's really weird.
Well, it's the
you just get okay, this one died. Let's just get the identical sister in.
And change places, everybody. Swap seats. I can't not do this accent when I'm in the black and white fedora. This is too good. Wait, you know what? I'm going to double down.
Completely the wrong accent for a detective as well.
You're right. I didn't even try. Wait, hold on. Wait, check this. Oh no, my brain turned off halfway through. My brain turned off halfway through doing this.
What is the rubble was cold tonight. I was underfoot, my feet on the pebbles of blood and gutters and muck. This city's a muck. This city's full of gutters. That's what you have to do, dude.
No. It's like you need. I think like New York Gangster is probably closer to it.
Wait, you're going for a gangster? I thought you were a detective.
Well, no. It's like, and the dame had legs that went all the way up to the bottom of her torso. It's that kind of.
That dame had legs that went all the way up to the bottom of her torso. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
that.
Gangster, yeah. Torso. Yeah,
no,
that's
you gotta be more heroic than that.
Heroic.
You gotta be a hero. I looked this gal, this damsel.
I've
she
always
needed
been a
my
foil.
help.
I'm a foil. I've always been a foil. I'm the bad guy. See,
As you talk like this, see guy. That's a different thing. Completely, see guy.
Well, this is. You know what? If you're not going to come to my detective agency just because you think I sound like a gangster, then that's on you. That's your prejudice. I may be 1/5 Italian, but that doesn't make me any better or worse.
Did I walk into the detective's office or the Radio Shack?
Yes. Well, I mean, I solve crimes over the radio. It's how I do it.
Detective.
It was the old radio detective. It was the old way that we used to solve crimes. Solve crimes. There you go. Go back to your hometown for a visit. The wild kid next door may have become a very eligible bachelor while you were away. Yes, he's 14 years old. This is your time.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesus.
He was 9.5. Now he's 14.
I also like, don't be afraid to associate with more attractive girls. They may have leftovers.
Jesus.
Don't room with a girl who is a sad sack and let her pull you down to her level. Get a part-time job in a convention bureau. Okay. Change apartments from time to time. Why change apartments?
What?
Just because. Well, I guess because
Creepy
like.
neighbors?
Yeah, you've already been run through by everyone else, and none of them are eligible marriage material. So you've got to move on. When traveling,
Stumble when you walk into a room that he's in? Are you kidding me?
This is the Marilyn Monroe method. I saw a tweet from fucking, I think Lav went on a fucking screed about how Marilyn Monroe was the perfect woman, and she posted a clip, and I swear to God, Marilyn Monroe talks like she's just stumbled out of a car crash in every movie. She sounds concussed. Yeah. She's like, well, I'm not so sure about that. And then her eyes like do this horrible like, yeah, well, I really don't know much about that, but I'm surely charmed.
Yeah.
She's like, she always sounds like she's on the cusp of dying. For some reason, looking like a
women in that time were just like that, though. They always were on the cusp of dying.
Yeah, true. They all had fucking diphtheria. They all had fucking cholera, dude. They were shitting themselves to death. They was panting at every moment because they're so dehydrated.
That's why they were all so slim on the films.
Yeah.
All they ate were cigarettes and sometimes apples.
Yeah. Yeah, salad bowls full of cigarettes. Okay, forget discretion every once in a while and call him up. Carry a hat box!
Just carry things. Just breathe. Breathe is number 87 on this list.
This bitch, she's got additional headwear in addition to her current headwear. Economically,
wow,
she must
sometimes she covers her hair as well.
Yeah, she must have a rich father. I'm marrying into money, baby. I've hit
now, how did you learn how to put things on her head? That's incredible intelligence for a woman.
My God, she's like a hat rack, but I want to fuck her. Make a lot of money! Yeah, red pill, let's go! We're back, baby! Wear a band-aid. People always ask what happened. Hey, it was my last husband. He fell down the stairs. I just barely got away. Learn several funny stories and learn to tell them well, but make sure you don't tell them to him more than once. Bro, so much of this is actual, like, basically an equivalent to red pill modern advice. Like,
it's also just like basic socializing advice.
I guess
to kind of talk to anybody.
Walk up to him and tell him you need some
advice.
It's like for once we leave it.
This could be like advice to like autistic people on how to date.
Yeah, basically. This is how I prefer. I don't like the DSM-5. I prefer when autistic people just relied on these. This was much better. This was actually a way better way of doing it. Yeah. Wait, hold on, let me try this one. Hold on a second. Let's give this a go. You ready? Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
What?
All right. Say, I don't suppose you got some advice for a little lady like me?
Yeah, you look fucking sick, dude. When you're this close to my face, you look so unwell. What's going on?
I'm from a different era.
You need to go to a doctor.
Doctors back in the day, they just gave you radium. I've been taking it for the last 3
And
months.
a
I don't feel any
lobotomy,
better.
hopefully.
I've had 3 lobotomies.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, that's why my eyes are like this. They point in different directions.
They took your color. They lobotomized your color.
Yeah, the hat covers up the open cranium.
It's completely concave.
Yeah, I like how they're not specific about what advice you're asking for. Just advice, generic.
Yeah.
Advice, brackets, anything. Dropping the handkerchief still works. I doubt it. Have your father buy some theatre tickets that have to be got rid of. Okay. Stand in a corner and cry softly. Chances are good that you'll come over to find out what's wrong.
Cheetos cooked his first message, by the way.
Oh god! Chino,
been
you've been
cooking.
working on that since the start. Alright. 16 people took part in Macau's brainstorming session on how to find a husband. They were chosen largely because they were known to have good minds, lively ideas, and mature experience. Moderator was Lee H. Bristol, Jr., trustee of Alex Osborne's Creative Education Foundation. Among the members of the panel were a popular songwriter, a marriage consultant, an airline stewardess, a police commissioner, a housewife, an investment banker, a psychologist, a bachelor, a newlywed, and an engineer. She helped people find Tic Tacs and mix and match them and then put them in little Tic Tac cases. She engineered that. She was a candy salesman. That was the only engineering we let women back in the day. That's all they could do. That's all they could have.
Even the women's brassieres were developed by men. Did you know that?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh no. The masculine urge to
Everything
give random
was, dude.
advice is very real. Yeah, but if you get asked for it, then the masculine urge to be oppositionally defiant is gonna mount. You gotta just stand in the corner crying, and then they'll give you some unsolicited advice.
That's why I limit myself to Doctor Who, so I don't outburst on random topics.
Don't let him fish for your name the next time you meet. None of this Guess Who stuff. Okay. If you're at a resort, have the bellboy page you. What, so you can fuck the bellboy? Buy a convertible.
Is that what
Men
it's
like
had-
to ride in them. Wait, what?
Men think convertibles are cool.
Yeah.
Buy Lego,
Learn-
buy Transformers.
Learn how to bake tasty apple pies. Bring one into the office and let the eligible bachelors taste it. Single boys
Let them taste your
only.
pie.
Yeah, oh god. Laugh at his jokes. Okay. If there's a wallflower among
Classic.
the men you know, why not cultivate him? For all you know, he may be a diamond in the rough. Accidentally have your purse fly open. This is just creator meets cute. Unbelievable. It's been
What
working
is
for
this?
decades.
They live in a different world.
Dude, this is crazy. Alright. Men like to think they're authorities on perfume. Ask his advice on what kind you should wear. Smell me, darling!
Is that like lore from the 1950s? Men were vibing with perfume?
Men loved cologne back then. Yeah, it was a big deal. Do you wear cologne?
Women's perfume?
What's your perfume of choice, Wiz? What do you wear?
Lynx Africa, ideally.
Makes sense. Makes sense. You are in
If
Scotland.
not, Nivea for men, invisible stain, no stain, black and white T-shirt
Nivea
edition.
Nivea isn't cruelty free. They sell it.
Yeah,
for-
of course.
they
That's
do
why it
animal
smells
testing.
so good.
That's fair enough.
I'd hope
Get-
so. I hope they're
get-
spraying a dog down with Nivea anti-stain for
Get better
men,
looking glasses.
black and white, no stains on your black
practice.
and white T-shirt.
Wait,
for men.
practice your drinking with your women friends first. Why? So you don't get raped? Like, oh darling, I could have raped you last night. You must be more careful when you go out with the boys. If you dye your hair, pick a shade and stick to it. None of this SJW bullshit.
Don't ever change.
Wear high
Never
heels
change.
most of the time, they're sexier. Unless he happens to be shorter than you are. Wait, 53! Advice number 53 is just unless he happens to be shorter than you are. On its own, completely void of any meaning. What? Number 53 will shock you. Tell him he's handsome, take good care of your health. Men don't like girls who are ill. Or mentally ill. If you look good in sweaters, wear one on every third date. Oh my god, you wear sweaters when you want to get fucked? Is that the fucking thing? Did they have? It was the third
for
date
your
rule a thing in
boobs.
the 50s?
Get
a sunburn.
But
Get
every
a
third
sunburn?
date is like one normal date.
Get a sunburn? Just get cancer. Acquire cancer.
Get a sunburn.
Watch your vocabulary. Go on a diet if you need to. Straighten up, fatty! When you're with him, order your steak rare. Oh my god.
What does that
Well, if she-
mean?
Well, it's
So
because
you, why, this is
she's
like
not
this
afraid-
is like pretend to
she's
be a
not-
hard man.
No, she's not afraid. She's not afraid of hot raw meat in her mouth. That's what you're going for there. You have to suck on. You have to suck on your
Whoa.
T-bone steak. Yeah.
This magazine's so crass.
Yeah. Don't tell him about your allergies. My God, you might be the perfect woman. And was that a sniffle
That's
in June?
the worst.
Was that a sniffle in June?
Don't tell him about your allergies.
I don't know.
That's so funny.
Well, eugenics was a bigger deal back then, you know.
He said that
Ah,
he makes you breakfast. I'm definitely
Yeah.
allergic to eggs, but I can't tell him.
yeah. You're like, it's wonderful.
Are you
darling.
okay? Sometimes my brain does that.
Yeah. I'm just so in love with you.
Yeah.
European women use their eyes to good advantage. What?
What?
Okay, it's the French. It's the fucking French. Buy a full-length mirror and take a good look before you go to greet him. Change the shade of your stockings. Alright, hold on. Get that fresh scrubbed look by scrubbing. So have a bath. Wear his stuff. Use the ashtray. Don't crush out cigarettes and coffee cups. Well, that's just good manners. Don't be too fussy. Stick to your moral standards. Girls who whine, stay on the vine.
Whoa, they had Vine back then?
Yeah, this was before TikTok. Show him you can have fun on a cheap date, but don't overdo it. Don't let your parents treat him like a potential husband. Ask your parents to disappear when you're saying, Mom, get out of the way, I'm trying to fuck him! Get rid of all! Double date with a gay, happily married couple. There's no way that they mean gay. They mean happy.
What?
They mean
what?
happy.
No, it's Pride Month, dude. This is a Pride Month magazine. This is a 2024 issue of Pride magazine.
Buy his sister's children an occasional proof okay. On the first date, tell him you aren't thinking of gay. Imagine a man shows up to your house and is like, yeah, this is for your sister's, child.
Please give this to your sister's children.
Don't open it. I want it to be a surprise for him. You said he was 4, right? This is perfect. This is perfect. He'll love this.
What do you mean you didn't tell me your sister had children?
I met her through them. I was following them home from school one day, and I saw them get picked up by a dame with legs as long as her hair. Don't talk about children. If he's a fisherman, learn to scale and clean fish. What? Okay.
You don't know how to clean fish, dude. You've got pet fish, then you clean.
Okay. What's it in here? Don't gossip. Don't let him know he's the only one. Don't be a pushover. Get a favorite song that you both regard as your own. Find out about the girls he hasn't married. Don't repeat the mistakes that they made. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Don't discuss your former boyfriends. If you're widowed or divorced, don't constantly discuss your former husband. Be flexible. Hide your Phi Beta Kappa key if you own one. Later on, Junior can play with it. What the fuck does that mean?
What does that? That needs translation.
Okay, hold on.
Chat, we're calling Cheeto. Cheeto, are you still there?
My guess.
Can you tell us what a Phi Beta Kappa key?
My guess is that's where all the wild girls went. But then Junior can play with it later. Seems strange.
Cheeto, I'm begging you, please.
This has the.
That's a real Cheeto question.
This has the sexual, from page 23 of this issue. In the Victorian era, it was considered unladylike for a woman to make any active response to the sexual relationship with her. This isn't about Phi Beta Kappa! The official line today, of course, is quite the reverse. The wife should have an orgasm. If this does not happen quickly and easily, it's up to any self-respecting husband to master the technique that will make it happen. Very progressive for 1958. Oh,
whoa, that's crazy. Wow. Just before the sexual revolution.
Wow. I thought the female orgasm wasn't invented until the 80s. That's crazy.
I thought they were still working on it.
Well, I mean, you know. Turn wolves into husband material by assuming they have honor. Learn when to remain innocent but not ignorant.
What are they, Klingons? What the hell is that?
Learn to play poker. Oh my god, that's the one that would work on me. That's me. I was cleaning up in the loner box.
And if he loses, a hand in marriage.
Yes. I'll play you for your hand.
Yeah.
If he's rich, tell him you like his money. The honesty will intrigue him.
Wow.
Okay. Stop being a mama's girl. Point out to him that the death rate of single men is twice that of married men.
Jesus.
That's based. Okay, wild
you
ideas.
Will die if you don't marry me.
Go to Yale, get a hunting license. If your mother's fat, tell him you take after your father. If he's fat too, tell him you're adopted. Stow away on a battleship. Rent a billboard and post your picture and telephone number on it.
It doesn't say stow away on a battleship.
It does.
Whoa.
Well, there's nothing but men there. Paint your name and number on roof.
Yeah, but they're all gay guys.
True. And say, give me a buzz, pilots. Start a whispering campaign on how sought after you are. Sink at a fashionable beach at high noon. Oh, these are just memes. Ask your mother to take in male
Okay,
borders.
Ancom Psycom says Phi Beta Kappa was a sorority, so the thing about a key probably shows that you're educated because you went to college. But why would a child play with it if it's just a key?
Because they didn't have TikTok.
What is the child play?
No, bro, they didn't have TikTok back then. They just didn't have TikTok back then.
But what is the key? Is it a physical object? Is it like
they didn't have TikTok back then, bro.
Statue?
They just lacked TikTok. That's it. That's
the key to the dorm? Is that what it is? A dorm key?
What? So sorry. So
Why would children be playing with keys?
Give your 15-year-old son access to the female sorority bathrooms. Is that the?
Yeah, I know.
Is that the?
That's what they called playing back then.
Yeah.
For women to get a husband.
This list has gone viral so many times on the internet, and I have been sitting on this video idea
Is she gonna do the same thing we
for
just did?
years. And what better
No.
Sorry, we stole your
What's in
idea.
a fucking box? Wear a band-aid. People always ask what happened.
Wait, does she just do this for the rest of the
won't.
video?
This was
Oh no, we cut to the content. No.
Oh.
Oh wow, she's just as uninteresting as we are.
Want to know how me and my husband met? He trolled me on Twitter. He was a hater on Twitter.com. How do I explain that to my future children? Stand in a corner and cry softly. Chances are good that he'll come over to find out what's wrong.
Okay.
No, chances are people will whip out their cell phone and
Alright, okay. Alright, okay. You know what? Let's just get to a conclusion. Let's see what her deal is.
up. The real sex lives of middle-aged single women.
Oh.
A world without marriage. The unsung joy of living alone. The thrill of going to holiday parties alone. Why being in a long-term relationship may make women more depressed. There are more single people than ever. That's not a bad thing. The profound rewards of staying single. I'm done. This is just sad. This is sadder than Anita Sarkeesian having a wet.
Wow, timely reference. Incredible stuff. What's
Yeah, we get
where-
2.0s coming back, dude.
Where are we at, dude? We're like 11 years away from it.
They'll never let her go.
Right on the money.
Because she did,
Well
what
done.
did she do again? Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Wedding-themed birthday party and marrying herself. You're gonna look at
Oh, never mind. I think we have to give her this one. That's pretty rough.
She had a wedding
married-
birthday party?
She married herself.
That's like poly adjacent. Can you explain that?
No, it's not. Hold on. No, that's autogynephilia. Okay, Anita Sarkeesian is AGP. All right, that's my hot take. There you go. Literally, she married herself.